We begin with the latest out of Russell, where an intense fire swept through the vacant Strathmore paper mill site yesterday and throughout the night. Good Wednesday afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us at 4. I'm Chris Pisano.
And I'm Mary Wilson. The fire leaving one of the buildings collapsed. Western Mass News reporter Kristen Burnell joins us live from the scene with the latest. Kristen?
Chris and Mary, dozens of fire crews worked tirelessly throughout the night to put out the remainder of that fire. And now we're learning what the possible cause of that massive fire might have been. This was the scene of the vacant Strathmore paper mill in Russell late Tuesday afternoon. Flames engulfed building number 3 in the Woronoco section of town.
It was fully involved about 5 o'clock last night, and it came down probably around 6, maybe even a little earlier. I didn't get on scene until close to 7, and then we had the rest of it knocked down by an excavator.
Western Mass News obtained video of Building 3 collapsing as dozens of fire crews worked to extinguish the flames for hours. While the cause of the fire remains under investigation by the state fire marshal, Russell Police Lieutenant Sean Shattuck tells us it could be tied to construction work being done at the site.
But as our time goes on, we believe it was a spark that was created during a construction process, and then the building caught fire because of dry conditions. It's an old structure, a lot of wood in there. You know, it was the making for a bad scenario.
In the past few years, 4 other fires broke out at the Strathmore buildings, but Lieutenant Shattuck tells us those buildings were owned by someone different than this one.
The property owner owns both this structure across the street and the one that was engulfed in flames last night.
And demolition crews worked throughout the day on Wednesday as a portion of Woronoco Road remained closed to traffic for safety reasons.
We expect them to be here to the end of the day, taking down the structure that burnt on fire, and then the building inspector is going to have to check the building across the street because sometimes things happen from fire scenes, create a lot of heat, and we want to make sure that the road is safe.
Coming up at 6 on Western Mass News, the impact that this massive fire had on the community as plans were in the works to bring this vacant site behind me back to life. For now, live in Russell, Kristen Burnell, Western Mass News.